We're going live, dude. All right, this is Trade Hive. My name is Britton Brown. I've got Brad, my brother. We've been doing this for over 30 years, and we're just going to call the market today. If you're on the YouTube side, keep in mind there's a time discrepancy based off of how YouTube works. So what you're seeing is probably seconds behind the actual market itself. But what we're going to do is we're going to call the ES market the way we see it. You're looking at a 5-minute chart. And what you're seeing on my chart is a cycle dominance, which is the lower indicator. That's proprietary. And then we have an alpha HUD, which is overlaid on the chart. We have this on every one of our time frames, and it's basically just our point of reference. And as we do this, we're just trying to give you the feel of how we read a market. We read the market based on institutional practices, and we track algos. So we know how the algos work. Alpha aggression is what we're focused on, and trap trading traders is the main focus for us. That's our bread and butter. So I cannot take these trades live, but I can call them out, and Brad can take them on the other side. So he works as the executioner, as they say. But anyway, and I'm not, if you're watching this recording, I am not looking at any remarks or comments. You can do and say whatever you want. I would suggest if you want more access to what we do and how we do it, join the Trade Hive community on the school page, and we're going to kind of go from there. So right now we're at a dog fight.
I've got us in short at 75.29 and a half.
Okay, how many contracts?
5. I'm looking for 75.25, but I'm willing to take 75.27.
Okay. I'm a little bit concerned with the upside here.
Yeah, I can let it go if you want.
No.
Looks like it's concerned. Let's see if it breaks this spot. I am too. So, but I think this is what's going to hold us down. Right
yeah, I would watch 36, Brad. Watch 36 as the level, because my eyeballs are on the highs.
I dumped it. I didn't like it.
Okay.
It's looking that box changed on me.
Yeah, I got you.
So that didn't cost us really much at all.
No, I know. I'm not worried about it. It's a long day. So that 36 is a pivot point for me for a run at the highs. Where do we come up with that number? If you look at the range on a 60-minute, that's really the focus.
Of course, that's a great man. That was a great little reload zone.
Yeah, no, that's why I was saying I was kind of surprised you got out, but we're good. I'm looking at participation for those that are watching through this. This green line, the auction state tells me that bears are in control. So the question is going to become for us, was this a reload zone on that move this morning that kind of surprised everybody? We know we have a big player that keeps showing up, and he bought 782 contracts. He was at 29.75. He was a seller of 1,500 contracts yesterday morning, bought back half of those contracts. He is flat based on, and I just know this trader by the way he trades, the size that he takes on based off of his risk parameters. So to me, that's pretty interesting. He's kind of given up on both sides at this point.
Yeah, and I don't blame him.
Right.
That's kind of where I was.
When I look at the long-term charts, and I'll just explain real quick what we have. We've got an alligator that we use. Um, we're looking at swing highs, swing lows. We tend to not do much trading in between uh, the range. We're predominantly looking for that support and resistance areas with confluence with alpha aggression. So on the CDI, which is this lower indicator, again, like I said, it's proprietary. That is real time. That is not, we're not trying to accumulate data. It's not the past. We can, of course, look at the past, but we like to see the divergences in participation that locate trap traders, and we kind of go from there. The bubbles you see are large trades. I use a book map. You don't see that on the screen. I want to see where those big traders are lying in weight and see how this kind of progresses here. So the market's trying to decide. Obviously the pain is to the downside.
Yeah, the alligator's starting to show itself that way. But outside of that, Brett, I'm just holding. I'm just waiting.
Okay. Yeah. I kind of feel like there's unfinished business down at that 75.05, but I like the high side if we can hold this flip zone.
Yeah.
So I think your thought process of being short was the right move.
I'm liking, I was thinking we were going to be headed up. I'm liking the area of 7, let's see, 513 and a half. Actually, I'm liking the whole an area of that, 13 to all the way down to even 9 and a half right now.
Yeah, seller's trying to reload around 30.
I'd like to see it come dump itself all the way down here if it's now that it came up. It's like that. Let's see, reload, retest.
At 10 a.m. Eastern Time, we expect the US news.
So basically, for those that are watching, the higher time frame obviously is the main bias for us, and we've got that read. But we go all the way down to, you're looking at the 5 minute. The 1 minute's going to help us get the best price that we can when we enter the market. So yeah, this is a go with by 5.
Yeah.
Where are we in?
We're in at 75.31 and a quarter.
Okay, that's fine. Hang on.
I'd watch it. If it comes down and exits through the 23 and a quarter.
Yeah, I want you to sell those 5 up by 35 and a half.
Okay. 35 and a half.
And I'm playing right now. This is what I'm looking for, this green line to start popping up. I want to see that launch up. So I'm a little bit early. And I don't want to be in. Let's move our stop to 20. Let's go to 27.
Got it.
And I want to see this move materialize right now. Give it to me. Give it to me. There we go. There we go. There we go. Tell me when we're out.
Got it.
Perfect. Thank you.
Nicely done. Good trade, bro.
Yeah. Thanks.
Yeah. I like to see what I was gonna say is if we see the sucker come back down through and exits pass through that price point of 23 and a quarter. I like it headed. Let's see. Let me check my 5 actually.
Yeah. I still have my eyes on the highs,
Yeah.
but I want to see participation and the energy grow towards this,
Yeah.
just because those bears are trapped at this point, and that is the likely run
Yeah.
up.
Yeah. I see what
But
you
prove yourself above 36.
mean. Well, I hear that. Yeah, you're gonna have to get. I'm not getting good reads off my 60 minutes right now.
No, we're sitting right in the middle.
Yeah, exactly. 30 says it's gonna want to come down before it goes up. But that's about all I'm seeing. That could change. But we're not really getting that alpha aggression reaction at this moment. We're looking more like it's a potential reload.
Yeah, that's
Reload retest.
yeah, I like it. I still like it to the upside right now, but I would become pretty bearish if all of a sudden we flip this candle. But
Well, yeah, if you can flip this camera, right?
back down to the downside. But
Yeah, to go hit that area. So I'd like to see it come down to that, 513 area, and get defended, and then make its move towards your highs you're talking.
that rally was just this morning was short lived up there. It was just a great little momentum trade, but I'm just kind of watching.
We're still holding attraction back to that 27 area.
Yeah, that is starting to look more like a seller reload.
Basically bringing it back to VWAP-ish, like
Yeah,
29.
VWAP sitting right around 30.
Yeah, exactly. So it's just starting to pull itself back. How much volume we got?
Yeah, dominant cycle's 4.5 hours. So if the bulls can
Low volume.
So a reminder, in 5 minutes' time, we're expecting US new home sales in units
There's only
forecast
four,
0.6601 million, prior 0.682 million. US new home sales change month on month, forecast minus 3.2%, prior 7.4%. Also expecting Bank of Canada financial stability report and comments from Trump, who's speaking in a pre-tape interview.
Yeah, this is good buying. I'm not so sure we're not done here. I don't want to be a buyer right here because the level. Yes, you can see how we're fighting. It's like I feel like before the reason I was a buyer is even if they were reloading to the downside, they were going to go attack the 36 level.
Yeah, you got the room.
Right, had a little bit of room. Now I feel like that room is being challenged. So what's my risk reward isn't there.
Sure. No, that's a good read, man. That's a good read.
So now it kind of flips. It's like, okay, if this buying pressure doesn't materialize, then those that were sucked in late, the dumb money, I could see us going right back down to 24. That would be if I had to make a decision right now, it would be on the short side.
Yeah. Right, I mean, really, it just even get us into that. Yeah, to find your way back into.
Yeah, just from a probabilistic scenario.
Yeah.
The fight's on right now. Really? They're passing through. It looks like they're just. Yeah, I'm gonna. And while we're doing, while we're doing this, I'm going to flip.
There's a pretty big push right here. After looking through, that's pretty, that's kind of got me leaning the bullish direction.
Yeah, I'm going to throw up the 60 minutes so they can see what I'm talking about. This is the box that we drew a couple of days ago. You could see the range that we're in. When you break out of a box, if you understand Wyckoff at all, we can take the length of this box and put together a measured move. And I can show you how it worked out on the 4 hour as well. But this is the fair value of this box. So typically when you get a move up, and then if you understand Wyckoff and it fails and you come back through, you're looking for the size of the box plus this move here for the measured move down here. Now, I have not put that in there because when we failed here and failed here, I just kept the normal measured moves as targets because of the failures to get there. This red area right here is in line with volume profile, where it was a point of interest. We just happened to have a prior swing low already sitting there for us that we went down to go test. Didn't actually get into it. That's why I think that there's unfinished business down here. And that's the concern to the downside because that's where the pain is. But that when you hear me talk about this 36 level, you can tell we don't know which direction we're going to go here for the long-term trader. And so the question is where do we get smart money to come into this?
It's turning around on what you would consider trap location.
Yeah.
Because that's about 78% of that previous swing high swing low.
Kazakhstan may ship up to 3 million tons of oil via BTC.
Yeah, I'm going to show them this as well. Let me go into, oops. This is that 4 hour that I was talking about. This was the range that we're in. We were looking for a breakout. You can tell we have a move up. We settle at the 50%, and then we take off. When we get this breakout, all I did was measure move this box. We hit that the other day, got up into this area. For me, understanding I do an NQES blended COT report, and we have signs that this is a very similar area that we've seen many, many times before. Very tough to get through.
622 million.
I'd like to sell this, Kurt. What do you think?
Forecast to 0.66 million.
Hang on.
USD
Go ahead and just sell one or two, and then I'll.
6.2% on 0.6.2%.
I'll just sell one.
Forecast
As it's going to take off. This might be an aggression.
Yeah, this is. Sorry, I got caught up doing this.
Sorry, I'll be ready for
Yeah, don't let it get out. This is good. Good participation right now, and that's why I was eyeing that the high here.
But it might be what I was looking for, so we'll wait and see.
Canada's financial system has functioned.
For me, we have no divergence here. So this is not where I want to get in the way of this trade. Oscillators go in this direction.
I'm seeing that, yeah.
So I would buy whatever pullback you can.
Well, he got it sweet high right now. I think he's going to back off. I really do.
Yeah, take minor profits right now. This is not.
And spiking demand for liquidity or rapid asset sales.
I think this is coming down, man. But if you want me to bail, I'll bail. I got profit.
Yeah, I'd bail right here, right now.
Alright, I think it's headed down to
2027.
27.
Share borrowers who are behind with debts.
You could, but if 36 holds, we're going to go make a new high. I'm going to use the restroom.
It's been falling away a bit. Always read that low.
To remind of shortly expected comments from Trump speaking in a pre-tape interview, Microsoft shares quickly extend gains to 3.5%. This is according to the information. Microsoft to release new coding model next week in comeback attempts. So again, close the information. Microsoft to release a new coding model next week in the comeback attempt.
Sorry.
It's alright. I still like what I was saying before, but I don't like the position anymore.
Yeah, I think we're just.
I liked what
We may just end up rotating back and forth, but
yeah.
until we get under 36, call this a failure. We're sitting above VWAP. I think those highs are still in jeopardy right now.
Stability report on
I mean,
for
it
those
can easily come back to 31, 32, easily.
Yeah, 4 hours. Can't make up its mind if participation longer term.
33 at the least. I mean, just on a short reload.
Right.
If it's going to do that. Because right now, you know, obviously we're coming up with a retest.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to be short,
I'd like to, but
then just use the high, get short small. But you know, and then I would look to buy that 50% 32s. And that's why I say the risk reward's not really there for it.
No, not for it right now. I would have been if I'm only going 50. Yeah, it'd be 32.
Yeah,
And we're sitting where I liked it more if I was going to go for the 27. Now it comes back up.
Yeah, I mean, you know me. I don't care. I don't care with 1 lots and 2 lots. It's not hurting us at all. So
I just don't like my position now. If it comes up to a spot where I feel good about it,
various sizes.
All right, I like it a little bit more. I think I'm gonna test one of them.
that's fine.
I'm gonna bring my target to 27 and a quarter. But I wouldn't be surprised if this sucker comes up and it's gonna have to come up and say hello to its little friends up there at 40. One more time, you know.
Right, that's why I say it's like, do I really want to be short right here? No, this is a no-go zone for me.
Yeah, that's what. And that's what.
Okay. All right, so we have multiple cycles that are aligning. That's what you're seeing right there. When that highlight comes up, we have different time cycles that are matching up, which usually either get a surprise reversal to the downside or a ignition to the upside.
We're looking like we've got everything telling us, except for the oscillator, I guess.
Yeah.
A little bit of a divergence, which would make sense for it to come down, spike this level that I'm talking, and then go ahead and I'm looking for a rejection.
Yeah, no.
You know, I'd like to buy it back right after it hits it. You know, and it does hit it.
Yeah, no. You got some buy pressure coming in right now, bud. Just so you know.
I'm watching.
It's all you.
I see, but I like the oscillator at the moment as well, kind of holding it together, keeping it where we're not in a loss.
With him.
So again, Microsoft shares up 3.6% after report the company to release new coding model next week.
Be ready. I might say buy 5 here in a sec.
Okay.
Not convinced yet.
I think they're absorbing it quite well.
Yeah, the sellers aren't getting anywhere.
Is it that, or is it the buyers aren't getting anywhere?
No, I mean, here's the thing. It's like, if you look at it, okay, let's say right here, 33.25.
I'll say it like this with you. I don't think it's worth the the risk probably right now with the way this battle is going. I'm thinking about just it's too much back and forth, you know.
Yeah, I mean it's well, like I said, it's right in the middle of this range, so we're going to compress a little bit, but right now it looks like the buyers are in control.
Yeah, they're starting to take that. Let's see if it absorbs this. I think they're going to go and poke their head on this. Like I was saying, go revisit it and stop them out up there before it does.
Yeah, not, again, you know, it's a shitty area. I think they want those highs.
I think they want this high, this little high. It's fine, they can have it. It gets better. Hold.
You are fighting.
That it's
You're not. Are you still short?
no.
Okay.
No, I dumped when I said I was going to.
Okay, gotcha.
I didn't like it. When I was sitting there complaining about that battle, but I still am looking for this to come. You know, obviously it's going to get what it's looking for. I don't think it's going through this.
Yeah, if you're watching for a retail trader, this is
the knockout punch.
Yeah, this is where you get scrambled up. Again, my gut is looking at participation right now. To me, they want that high. However, crappy area to take on risk. The HUD program saying 70% to the bullish side. Bear flip zone is at 26. That would be a great place to go down and target if you want to reaccumulate for the move up. But again, it's like, are buyers getting paid? Buyers are getting paid right now. I just fucking knew it.
So around this time,
if we can get it going on,
you speak at the Reykjavik Economic Conference.
75, 56, 25 is going to be my upside target. Come on back down. Again, good participation. So what am I looking at? I'm really looking at this candle and the response. Every tick matters to me. $375 there. Good short. You tell me if you get in, bud.
Little cupcake birthday surprise.
Appreciate it. Okay, here's our reclaim zone.
Yeah, I gotta raise my level.
Do me a favor, buy 5 and then put a stop at 5, right below 35. And sell it out at.
I'm at 34 and a half, just like that.
Okay.
Or you want to just let it ride for a moment or take it to the high?
Let it ride for a minute.
I'm way up here. At least to the. You want to get to the 46 or take it for a ride?
I'd like to see the run up.
Alright, I'll chase it.
Where are we long?
We are long at 36 and a quarter.
Okay, right here, right now.
Yeah.
All right.
You got to stop at 34 now.
Yeah. Still good pressure.
When we get to 50 in a little room, I'll probably get us to break even. 50% of that candle, maybe.
Yeah. Go ahead and move our stop to 30. There you go. There you go. Sold. Sell it. Get out right now.
Got it. It won't let me out. Let me out. Oh, you hit my target. Fucking won't let me out.
There you go. That's it.
It still got me in, man. Holy shit, it won't let me out. I'm out finally.
What the fuck happened? I mean, thank you. That was fucking mega dollars.
Yeah, that made us 7 grand.
Nice. Why wasn't it? Did you?
I don't. It wouldn't close it. It was too aggressive.
That makes no sense, but we'll figure it
I
out.
don't know. It hit
To me, it's like I just have to wonder if all that data.
Trump's final approval. So again,
If my stop was up there.
Hold on.
Trump's final approval. See dollar weakness in WTI crude. Continue strength in the S&P 500. Weakness in the US dollar off the back of this news from Axios.
Holy shit. Holy shit. What the fuck just happened? It's still going.
No, it's still gonna go. There's news coming out, bud.
$1 a barrel. So US and Iran reach agreement on 60-day memorandum of understanding to extend the truce. It's coming again from Axios.
There it is.
Holy fuck.
Yeah, they're gonna kill the fucking crude oil market.
S&P 500, Nasdaq 100 quickly spikes 0.4%, 2 session highs.
That was crazy.
US Iran
Yeah, fucking great trade.
extend the ceasefire and launch-
That worked out. I was just looking for the highs.
So Axios cites 2 US
Every once in a while, you get a fucking berry. I'll take it.
I'm telling you, I watched it take the stop, and it just was raising it, and I was sitting there
Just
slamming
to
on the
reiterate,
brake.
Axios saying memorandum of understanding signed between
Did you have a trailing stop?
after Trump's approval.
I had a
Launched
trailing stop,
negotiations
but
on
it
Iran's
had-
nuclear program.
I had our 20. You know, we had that.
No, I get it. We'll talk about it later.
Yeah, that was wild. It was funny, but
Yeah.
it's scary at the same time.
Well,
you know.
The nice part is the trailing stop would have stopped us out anyway. But
Yeah. Well, it
yeah,
was wild.
that's what I have a problem with those trailing stops. It just tends to confuse because we have so much fucking data running that every once in a while you get that lag.
Good trade, man.
Yeah, thank you.
Well, you couldn't have been right on time.
Yeah, well, you could again, for those traders that watch this, I'm watching participation, and I'm looking at our sellers getting paid or our buyers getting paid, and sellers are giving it an effort, but the big buyers, that participation, this line right here is a truth teller, and it's telling me a retail trader is not moving that line. That is an institutional program that is it's picking up. It's going, hey, they're absorbing, and they're aggressively absorbing.
Let's check currency. Are you buying this move? Then I've got to get my
shipping
purchase.
will be
I'm not sure
unrestricted.
yet.
U.S. officials said this means no
I'll
tolls
close
and no
on this
harassment.
correct
Again,
chart
Axios
with the
saying
CDI. So
said
I'm
that
now
this means no tolls and no harassment. Gold.
Yeah, so, again,
there's nothing that's telling us
600 pairs gains sharply,
for
still
it,
down
you
to
know, like
3% on the day.
the participation.
yeah. Now here's the dilemma for me as a trader.
So furthermore info coming from Axios, Iran would have to
Hang on.
remove all those mines within 30 days.
Now we'll see how long this truce lasts. Obviously, very bullish. The 4-hour went and swept its high. So at this point right here, right now, I'm not so sure we didn't just see the high.
Also be lifted again coming from
Yeah, but you know the
US
CDI
Treasuries
is telling
extend
us we're
gains,
okay.
10-year yield down
Throw
5
one.
basis points at 4.43%.
Where's your stop?
Way the hell down there.
Yeah,
I mean, I could just make a tight stop.
but I think you're going to piss away money. I think the volatility is just regardless.
All right.
That's my concern.
Yeah. The only reason I thought this was interesting was that move, the wick that it has with the CDI telling us the truth.
Shares in Exxon.
Yeah, it's just like I said. I would,
trade lower.
if we didn't take out the swing high on the 4 hour on that, I want to see more structure built for for a move higher. I'm just looking at VIX is down at 1633. There's a lot. There's good selling on the heat map around 67 to 70, and that's why I say it's like, could we take it out? Absolutely.
Remember, the MOU includes Iran's commitment not to pursue nuclear weapons.
Well, if you're wondering if we're live, you know we are now.
That source is on the feed for those who have a read.
Yeah, exactly.
Furthermore, also saying US will commit to discuss sanctions relief.
No. Well,
Close it. I can't.
the fucking computer's melting down on us. Well, that was worth probably an extra $2,000.
I know that. Yeah, but what it could have done.
Right. Well, that's been on the wrong side of it before, so it is what it is.
Yeah.
Just collecting what the market has taken before.
Mm-hmm.
All right, bearish regime failed, bullish flip watch. Bullish is 70%, buy side sweep, waiting for failure, bearish. Confluence 45%, change pressure 45.
The dollar index falls following reports of US and Iran deal, last down 0.258%. The euro extends gains against the dollar following reports of US and Iran deal, last up 0.21%.
Well,
and the US dollar drops versus the yen, last down 0.15%. US Treasury yields fall after the report.
Crude oil is trading at 88.
Trump's okay. Yield on 10-year Treasury
We're down to 87.
8 basis points at
84, 86 is probably a good area for the long side.
Yeah, maybe we should, everybody should go get some gas.
Yeah, well, we won't see that at the gas tank for any time soon.
So furthermore, from Axios, Trump asked for a few days to think about the final deal. So Trump saying he's asked for a few days to think about the final deal.
Oh, Trump hasn't.
So what was the news official?
We have an agreement on a peace treaty.
Gotcha.
But
for a certain time period, or
we are almost a 100% agreement. Trump's going to sit on it for a day or two.
Gotcha.
Decide whether he wants to fuck up this market and get a little bit better buy for himself, or
right.
Again, size sitting up between 67, 68, and 70.
Now we're seeing participation start to come down.
Yeah. No, this is be profit taking.
The S&P 500 up 0.3%, the Nasdaq at 0.4%, and the Dow up 0.1%.
Okay, well, let's get some new things going on the chart.
Yeah, look for this. Abort.
Yeah, 74 is up.
See if somebody steps in here.
Oh, yeah, it's getting close to that 50%. Well, I'm going to pull it off this. Alright, so 50 on this move alone is going to be a 54 and a half on just that move. Not to the actual low to high. Yeah, on the low to high it's at 49, almost 40, maybe 650.
Yeah, right around 50.
Yeah. So watch this.
Yeah, a deeper pullback would take you right to that resistance area, which would be ideal for then you'd have some structure if it bounces to run.
Yeah.
All that CVD was gobbled up. It was negative 3,000 at one point. And that's positive.
Yeah. Get to that 61, 62% areas right there. And then right online. Well, we thought we wouldn't be doing this stuff back later on in life. When we were kids.
Right.
According to Interfax, Kazakhstan and Russia have signed a framework agreement to increase Russian oil supplies to China to 12.5 million tons.
Okay. Bookmap's pretty much cleared the deck except for the sellers above 70. I think minimum target for those buyers up to 61. See what happens at 61 if they fail.
Yeah. Or the, yeah, use that as a box. It closes outside, upwards. Higher than 61. Are you thinking about?
No, I was just thinking they were gonna pop up to the 61 level, and then if it looks like it might fail, if I start seeing participation go negative, then I'm gonna want to play it down to a breach of 53.
What about the vice versa to go on back and retest?
Man, I don't. Right now,
I know eyes get so high, but this is when.
No, I know. I want to see. I want to see something more here. I'm starting to lose. We're 3B on the auction now. I think the buyers are going to get nervous up here, and I don't want to be left holding the bag when they need to get out. That's the way I'm seeing it right now. Even though the charts look bullish, but to me,
reading it well right now. The charts for me, I've got to wait for more data, like you were saying, to that. I need more data.
Right.
That was a big move.
Again, 61 was the number. We go to 61 and we see.
We're stepping down. You know, we got.
Yeah, you know what? Sell 5 and then put a stop above 1 at 125.
What's that?
Hold on. I'm glad I didn't do that. Sell 5. Fuck no. All right, we're late.
I'm in.
Yeah, where are we at?
We're at 7559.
Yeah, terrible fucking fill. That's all right. We might have to bail out. Move the stop to 61. I don't want to be short. That's not the level I was looking for. I was trying to get short right at 61. I'd rather just fucking re-enter where I want to get in.
Gotcha. So be ready for that.
Yeah. Go ahead and put an order in to buy at 58 right now. Am I filled?
Oh, yep. Yep.
All right, I'm out.
Yeah, you're out with profit.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Thank you.
You got 125 off that.
Yeah, it was just a bad fill. I think we were talking over each other. By the time we sold it, it was shit. Okay. Okay. Good. That's what I want.
Tell me what you think.
I'm still leaning to the bear side right now.
Okay, then I've got myself hovering over the market. I mean, yeah.
So 10 seconds to the EIA natural gas change.
I would be too, you know. So yeah, we're on good time. Get a new candle. But yeah, basically take that whole move back is the only direction I'm thinking at this moment. But I'm not saying I want to do it. You know,
I think for me it's going to be the trap buyers up at this level down to 53, which is where I'm going to want to get out if I get short here. I'm just watching this new candle start to.
I see you.
Push a little bit.
Well, yeah, you got the idea of it going up and trapping those 69s. Stopping them out.
Ideally.
Before they make that move.
Yeah.
Open up your range a little bit more.
Yeah. Now we're starting to get a little bit of sell pressure.
Yeah.
They're easing. Come on. Show me something that's a little early.
More participation to the downside. It's low early.
Yeah, it's just.
I really would expect them to hit that 69.
Yeah, they're just
playing with people.
Yeah, if I see a little bit more aggressive selling, just be ready.
Yeah, I'm watching it. And I know the level you said. I'm probably going to have to hit the close button, though. I'm going to be fast enough.
All right, we got plenty of room to the downside. Again, it just needs to build structure for a move up.
Right.
and they just get away from us.
US natural gas futures extend gains up 3.1% after the EIA reports slightly smaller than expected storage build.
Okay. We're just watching that reload fail.
Right.
That's all it is. And if it does, I think it's coming all the way back down. So it's like if it passes through and closes below that 53 mark, I think you got yourself the ride of the life. Go on back.
Oh, that would fuck up everybody, wouldn't it?
Yeah. So you gotta like that sound.
Yeah.
Got fractal.
Yeah. No, they're gonna go without me.
We could add on or add one at the fractal at the low.
No, I don't like it.
You know. Okay.
Not unless I see participation go that way. And
Right. And it well so.
I just think we're early selling it in the hole right here. I mean, I think we're probably going to hit that 53.
Yeah, how much it,
And we could go all the way down to 45, 43.
yeah, I was thinking 38. Okay. No, I'm still thinking that. And now we got I mean it's gonna hit that swing low now.
Yeah. What?
We can see
Bonds rallied a little bit, pushing yield down, but nothing crazy. There it is. There's the number. I fucking knew it. I knew it. Immediately went to 2M on the auction. Still positive. Buyers are still in control. That's you still got to keep that in mind.
Yeah, I know it. I know it.
They're just probing right now. That's all I'm seeing is just they're probing to see if.
Yeah, I mean the buyers are in control until they get to the 39. VWAP is 38. Keep that in mind.
Yeah, swing low. Liquidity taken. Hey, buy 5.
I thought you got it.
Yeah. Put a stop right under 52. Right at 52. I don't want it if it gets there. Where am I on? Where am I long?
You're long. You're long at 54.
Okay.
I got you stopped at 52 and a quarter.
Sold at 57.
Got it. Yep, you got it. We're out.
How'd you get out at 57? I don't even have a print at 57.
I got it out at 57. Maybe I was a quarter underneath 57. I was moving to stop. I can tell you where it's out.
You didn't get out at 7.
Then I got out at 6 3/4 or something.
Okay. Yeah.
It was close.
Yeah, I don't mind that. Just let's fucking be dialed in. Good job. Good job. I'll take that. Okay. So all I was looking for was that little run. Should still see that 57. I was looking at 7.5 was the reason I went to 7 was the 7.5 was more or less the upside target on that. 58 maybe. think this thing might dump. What do you think? What do you think?
I don't dump. I'm all aboard if we get below it. I want to see it close.
It's struggling. Target's going to be 43. The
high, basically that.
yeah, let's watch this.
40.
The algo's going to want to try to push higher if it can.
Yeah, and that'll be a clear sign.
Yeah, but if it gets rejected here, it's going to reverse and then push hard to the downside.
See if we can't see it come up to 56 for one last pop.
Yeah, I'm just, my problem is that I want to sell it, but I can't because my risk is sitting at 58.
Yeah.
Treasury Secretary Bessent says the US
I
will
like-
tolerate tolling
I like
system
the
in the
way-
Strait of Hormuz. And Bessent says Oman should know Treasury will target
will.
actors involved.
So I'm ready locked and loaded where I can move it up to 56 area any moment.
Yeah, we're from that move up to the high. We're right in the golden zone.
Okay.
So I'm just
Now
gonna
that's an interesting sweep low.
right.
I'm gonna cancel this and just be ready. Yeah, like I don't know what to think if it does come up to that level now.
Well, I would, for me, I'm looking at selling rallies right now. As long as participation stays down and it rallies, I'm going to want to hit it.
Yeah. Yeah, we're negative now on the oscillator too. Neutral. Just taking back everything.
Connection lost.
What the fuck is going on with my connection today? Tell you what, that's that other account with fucking. It's not my Ninja Trader. It's my long-term account that keeps fucking disconnecting with Schwab.
Let's look at 56 and tell me, are you still thinking go short if it hits there? Put this in a good position.
Not yet, only because participation line's starting to jump again. This might be a reaccumulation.
I'm watching the difference, man. Mine's showing absolutely the diversion. There we go. Let's see what happens.
Yeah, here they come.
I've got 2M and flat on the participation.
I'm running 3B with participation going up at 3.47.
Oh, I know why. You're running off of that. I got you. Man, alright. That's been throwing me off.
Fed Muslim says baseline outlook is that inflation will take longer to come back to target.
Buyers down at 51, sellers are all the way up at 70.
May not converge to target as we would like.
Little seller pops in right here. Well, oh, no kidding, right? It sold 200 contracts at 8.5.
This looks like a spell to rip almost. Just by the way the CDI looks like it. It's giving you an indication for that.
Yeah, alligator's bowl line. Got no ignition. You're risking 31 to make 19 for it. Magnet long distance flip magnet. 50% is at 45, 25.
Muslim says there's a scenario where the economy might require.
So for those that are watching, all I'm doing is I'm trying to get a read. So what do? I go right back to this HUD, heads up display, And I'm just reviewing it, right? I want to know what my pressure is. I'm still at 70% bullish right now. Next trigger, 2 closes through a zone. I know my bear flip is way down there at 26, invalidation sweep high of 74. And then I'm just kind of working my way back to 60 minute. I've got 17 minutes left on that, so it's the same thing. Change of pressure 0%. 1 minute's the one that's all over the place right now. Bear flip is at 51.25, and which I like because now we've got this zone right here on the bear flip. You can't see it, sorry about that, but if they can break that, then right is at 49. Now you're given, basically I'm getting a better reason to maybe think about being a buyer as this market is doing a good job holding itself up. So where would I want to buy? Probably as long as participation in my 3B stays right in here, I would look for a buy somewhere between 53.5 to 55.
And Moose was saying if that were to happen, inflation falls.
What do I have working against me? The awesome oscillator is showing a little bit of a tendency to head down, but I think the bulls might have control here is what my thought is. But what I won't do is buy a breakout of a sweep high or a swing high at bad location. Typically what you'll find is when we get up there, I'm looking for a reason for a trap trader, buyers to be trapped up there, and then the big move down for 20 or 30 points.
Yeah. Well, as I'm looking over it, I agree that Alpha HUD, basically the read on it, I mean, it's giving you the current warning, don't chase this move yet, which is what you were saying. Showing a buy side sweep into that 75, 74 prior swing high, but probably followed by immediate rejection pullback candles. It's, kind of what we're staring at, and that makes that current state less of a clean long and more of a trap confirmation test, really.
Yeah.
So what's standing out is the best long opportunity already happened lower near
Right.
that red ridge flip, zone, that active magnet area, around 75.25 to 75.31. And that price that's where it held, right? So it reclaimed and expanded hard. That was the forced response. That was the alpha aggression leg. So other price we have already, to run from roughly 75.26 to 75.74 that's 48 points expansion, man. So at this location, it's everything seems to be right with what I'm reading on, and I mean, it's just kind of a hold moment. It's a bullish read though, that's for sure. Continuation still possible only if the reload holds. I want to see price hold above 75.49.5 to 75.43 and 3/4 area, then reclaim back above the 75.55 and quarters to, let's say, 56.25. That should, with renewed, the CDI pressure, and ideally the next push should not be a weak one or grindy. It needs to show expansion back towards that 62.5. Then we can retest that 74. So.
Yeah, and so for me also, we now have a fractal, so that's going to be a really interesting point. Yeah, no, they're selling up here. There's some pretty aggressive, and again, we're going up, but what I'm seeing here is the buyers are trapped up into this area. They're trying to get out. And my participation aspect is showing a little bit different story. So 51.25 is buyers don't want that broken. I'll just say that. and the fact that we're not jumping up to a 5 on participation. We've got good 4.5 hour dominant cycle, but this could be a chop fest.
Yeah, clean short would probably be sweep high, failed reclaim.
That would,
Acceptance
yeah, with
43 and 43.8.
yeah, with participation down. I'm with you.
Yeah.
No, we're on the same page, bro.
Muslim says also
there's
scenario
just no provision yet. So,
what do you do with no information? You just don't trade it.
yeah. The highest quality trade is not buy because it's strong or short because it's swept. The highest quality trade is waiting for one of those, those things that we were just reviewing through. On the bear side, we need a reload fail, 43.8. Confirm it with a sweep as a trap at 74.
Right.
That'd
No, absolutely. But you got to give me a reason to be a buyer, and I have no reason to be a buyer. So if that's a situation as a trader, right, what you should be doing is looking at this going, okay, I think it might be going up to 74.25 as an example. However, I can see that the big hands are selling all these little rallies. Could it go there? Absolutely. But if participation's not involved, I'm taking a lot of risk for a potential run. Whereas the better trade may be to sit on your hands, let the run happen, and let the failure happen.
Yeah.
I'd rather, instead of making 4 or 5, maybe 6 points, be in a position where I don't get trapped and lose 20, because that's the risk right now on the table.
Right. Khamenei has not accepted a memorandum of understanding with the United States. So again, seeing some contrasting reports here from Israel's I-24 News saying
there's the Khomeini is now saying I haven't accepted anything. I don't know who's running that country, to be honest with you. They're just fucking.
It's just basically comes to it's really best trades next confirmed response out of the reload box. So it's avoid chasing long into the 74 or shorting without failure below the reload.
Eastern time, we have the Bank of Canada press conference.
Yeah.
So it's really just do nothing, just wait. That's what it's telling.
Bear pressure's improving. Participation is just, they're swinging back and forth between 60, 75 and 61 and a half. You got a little bit selling you're going to have to cut through on the buy side. I like how the flip zone on the 1 minute's moving higher and higher. Looks like this maybe get up to 63, 64 right now. Maybe they got this on lockdown between that 62.25 and 53.5 maybe. All right. Again, we're just sitting on our hands right now. We don't have anything that's telling us to be aggressive to the upside. The probabilities are not in our favor either way. Got a little under 8 minutes left on the hourly. So we might turn into a little bit of window dressing here in the last 3 or 4 minutes. on that hourly candle, I would think it would give the bulls trying to pressure that hourly candle up. And if the bears take control of that hourly candle, then, well, then they gave their position away. Everything's looking good to the upside right now.
Yeah, tell me when I should phase. I'm looking around at something, so if I need to get my attention more focused in, just say.
Yeah, I'm gonna use the restroom.
Yeah, my hand's off the mouse.
Okay. Yeah, I'll be back in a second. Go ahead and take them through like the 4 hour and the 1 hour.
Well, then we'll be able to see it. Talk through it. Oh, let's see. Off that. I gotta get that fixed. And we are neutral on the 1 hour. We are mixed all over. We got nothing telling us anything here. We got really permissions, failed aggression, prepare for a reload. Conflict is really nothing. We're not in the heat of battle right now. Next trigger is going to be the reload or holds near reclaim level. Trap sellers. I mean, our reclaim and reload level 7507. But not. I was just saying, we got basically the only thing I had was our reload reclaims at 7507, but everything is just in neutral state. I mean, we have failed, nothing going on, no major conflict. Next trigger's just waiting for the reload to hold or get near that reclaim level. We got trap sellers, potentially.
Now there's what I'm seeing on the bigger traders right now is you've got kind of a conflict going on. Some of them are picking it up, some of them are absorbing some of this up move.
And I've got to get something corrected on my 4 hour because for some reason it's not giving me my information. It stops at the 60.
Gotcha. All right, so 4 hour right now. We obviously the bearish regime had failed. We've got a bullish flip watch. Bullish is 70% to the bull side. The reclaim is active. Pressure's at 63%. Permission, counter regime watch, only no trade permission on the 4 hour right now. Why? Because for a 4 hour trader, you're either going to be buying for a larger move to the upside or you are looking to sell. Now, institutions are incredibly long. And this has been the talk that we've had for the last week is up at these levels in the 75, mid 75s to 76, institutions are going to put a lid on this because their risk managers are going to be saying, hey, we've got a lot of exposure here. This is our zone. Let's take it off. If they want to go higher, great. But we need to take some risk off the table. And that's the way it works on an institutional desk. They don't get to just hold it forever, even if they love it. Right? Their job is to reload and get another opportunity. So that's why I backed off of wanting to be a buyer and getting sucked into these levels after we had that big run with the swing high taken out. But we have no follow through yet, so that's what I'm watching. And for the most part, we've got an alligator on the 4 hour. That 4 hour is sitting up in premium, and it's pretty much tangled up. which makes it susceptible to the risk is to the downside, regardless of what you see. But as long as we stay above 74.70, institutions are going to look to buy dips. So, with that said, we're getting a little tuckered out here. I'm going to say go ahead and sell 5 up here at 62 if we can. And sure as shit, the second I said it, we lost our bid. Pull it. Pull it for now. Sorry. This thing feels like it's starting to roll over. Why would I want to come in and look at an opportunity to get short? Well, I can see, here's the battle. If you look at the lower part of this chart, that's our cycle dominance indicator. And I can see that the participation, this is the back and forth. So I can kind of look at this from this point and go, okay, buyer stepped in, seller stepped in. Seller stepped in, buyers haven't stepped in yet. So at this point, what I can do is look at this and go, okay, just for point of reference, go here to here, or I can take this from here to here, which makes a little bit more sense to me right now. I'm going to go ahead and put the average in.
Shortly expecting the Bank of Canada press conference.
And even though we're slightly drifting up, here. All right, there's fair value of this little range that we're in right now. So we can either break out of here, continue and go take out these highs, or the way I see it is we potentially break out, reject, and then we'll go ahead and throw some measured moves on this box just to give me some point of reference.
What do you think a reject would be about 69?
Yeah, maybe a little bit less than that. I would prefer less than that. So this box right here, and oh, there's your fractal, by the way, which makes that a perfect box for me.
On June 1st to settle on June 4th.
That's broken.
That rejection puts, there you go. That's what I like to see. So this puts us right at a swing high for a measured move to the upside. The bulls will be aggressive once they get confirmation if they can close above this and keep that going. However, what I can also do is look at this and go, okay, just a rough estimate. Let's say we get up to the 69 and we fail, come down to the bottom part of this. And all I'm doing is I'm reading the market and going, okay, where can we go? Where can we go? And I can make adjustments on this. If it fails. Now, well, if it comes back into the box, am I going to sell it right away? No. Because what we could do is fail here, come back, get to 57, and then make that move. Right now, this looks pretty good for the bulls. That puts us into that swing high territory. So what am I going to do with this? I'm going to be looking at participation. Do we have a divergence where the participation doesn't go back up to 5, meaning the buyers, the active big buyers, are not participating on that move? That's the key to that potential trade. And if that's the case, then that would become a breakback through the 57 would put you in a projection that goes right back down to the low 20s. So just because we've broken out right here doesn't mean I want to be a buyer. I would rather see a pullback back to the box, 63. Now look at it. They're just going to go. Why not go get it? So you break out traders, right? This is what typically retail does. They're like, oh my gosh, it's going, so they buy here. And your probability for the trade looks pretty good, and in reality, the risk is too high because you got a crappy area. Remember, you're buying premium in hopes for this move. Do I think the move's going to probably happen? Yeah, I think so. Am I participating? No, I'm not, because I'm not seeing. It would be different if I saw this participation line, the real buyers coming in and pushing. I've got a good cycle. The cycle dominance is 4.5 hours. That's what you want for a move like this. But we've got to see. We're getting a little help. It's a 4B with an ignition candle on this. That's this yellow line. It's saying, hey, on a cycle, we do have an ignition candle. That gives you, as a retail trader, a little bit of hope. We usually get a nice little run out of it. Anytime you see an ignition, you can look at this back here as an example. See how we had a 5B ignition? Look at that move. And it's funny, it's the ignition happens regardless of news or not. We just happen to have news on that broke it out, and that's why we were long in there. Then we had a follow up, but we didn't get the result we were looking for. So that's always kind of a hesitation for me. If ignitions don't start panning out, we should have had a back to back, but we had such a big move that makes it hard to get your realized target. But again, understand Wyckoff as a trader. It's incredibly important. It's proven over, I don't know how many years, 75 years, something like that, regardless. We use cycles because there's some validity to institutions looking at cycle patterns. So we want to know, what are they looking at? That's why our charts are set up this way. I know the majority of those programs that they're using. So again, we're 4B on the auction. Obviously, we're above the zero line down here. 3B, 3B, 3B is conducive to a trending market as long as we stay 3B, 3B, 4B, 4B. And this could be a grinder. We've got nothing but good news. Yesterday was the first time we had really good news across the board when you look at the asset classes, things that were going on. And yet the market, for the first day having good news, we went down. It's kind of buy the rumor, sell the fact type of thing. And so the pressure was the downside. But obviously they reloaded at low 7,500 area. This is exactly how institutions trade. When you start seeing big size come into the market, they're not playing for 10 points. They're playing for 50, 70, 100.
Yeah.
Reloads are all in those zones, 70 to 100 points for the most part. Okay, now we're getting to that area, and now we're getting some. Notice how the participation's going up. So this is a real move. Again, I hate that I missed it, but I'm looking at more or less a potential fail up here, and I'm not seeing it right now. Now for us, Brad, obviously, if we can get through that regime flip zone up here to the high side, and we can get a close on that 1 minute, I think you're going to get that run up to 80, 75, 80. So
You're just talking about the swing, not the regime, right?
No, I'm talking about the regime flip. If they can get it above there and close above them, I think you're going to get that run up to 80.
Let's see what you're talking about. Only regime flip I've got is down.
I've got a regime flip that's above the swing high. My range on there right now is 73 and the low is 69. So sellers have got, on the 1 minute.
Oh, okay. That's what you're looking at. Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So for the trader watching, what am I looking at? This is sellers have got to take control right here. If they lose control, then those alpha aggression models are going to kick in on the algos, and they will push us up to 75, 80, maybe even a little bit higher. So you guys are always talking about algos. Well, we're telling you how these algos actually work. And if you've never heard of alpha aggression, go look it up. It's not hidden from you. You just don't know about it because the industry doesn't talk about it. But the information is available to learn about it. But that is the driver. And just to give you a quick summary, the market's going to move in the path of least resistance. Those algos are constantly probing for the move for the path of least resistance. So if they figure it out, then they will push and push hard until it's rejected, and then they will flip. And then once they got you trapped, then they find the path of least resistance and they push it the opposite way, which is why it's
So
easy
that
to
1
get
minute
trapped
chart,
on a breakout.
the 1 minute chart gives a much cleaner explanation on what's happening. What I'm looking at, that it's, the 5 minute chart said we had that reload was held, but the 1 minute chart here is confirming.
Yeah, here, I'll move it over so they can see it.
Kept control after that pullback, so price has now pushed its way back into that prior swing high, obviously sweep high area. But
Yeah.
this is exactly why the HUD is warning the counter regime flip. Watch, wait for confirmation and acceptance. So
Right. Now, our proprietary programs are pre-drawing. You see how that just came up? So you can see how we went up. We hit that institutional swing high. We saw that on the 4 hour, which is why I backed off and didn't want to be bullish. Where's the market go back down? It automatically put that up. So now we see it hits it. So the next area, once we bounce through and these swing lows hold, then of course we had this up here as a red box for the flip zone, and we've taken this out. So the next point is they either sellers hold it here, and then we have a move all the way back down to here to go test this level. What I like is this box moves up somewhere in here, and then it gives it up. And once it gives it up, then you have an aggressive move. And that's how we play that. But so you're right, Brad. 100%. The 1 minute right now is kind of dictating this pattern behavior. But now all of a sudden, look what's happening up here. Participation is now, sellers are coming in.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'd like to be short if I could get it at a little bit better price.
Yeah, exactly. Another run up to 73, and then a failure with participation staying low would be a dead giveaway for a great sell.
Yeah, I'd be okay with taking the heat if it wants to focus. So, stop somebody out. If I just 1 point.
Yeah, you'll notice that we started the trade with
This is interesting.
Mm-hmm.
So I would probably expect this sucker to either have a shallow reload, possibly.
Yeah, I mean, if you're looking at that 1 minute, I'm coming off that.
Maybe a shallow reload around like 66.5 for that liquidity.
Yeah, 65.5 is the 50% pullback of that move, which puts you right down where the top of that box is. If the bulls can remain in control right there, that will be a very nice buy with the potential going up.
Which one?
If you can hold above that box. So 63.5 is the box high for that breakout. We came up short on the move to the measured move, but we hit the swing high liquidity. So now you're having this pullback.
I'm looking for participation to start kicking in here, Brett, possibly for this being a reload to make a move up.
Yeah,
potentially.
yeah.
It's
No, if
going
we
to-
can see it, it'd be great. That's why I think that 75.80 is a legitimate target right now. But if we lose this box here,
Well, now that it just keeps on shifting, it doesn't know what to do right now.
no, it's solid buyer down here at 66.
Yeah.
I don't see any big players, and this is always kind of a telltale sign for me as well. Is there's no real big liquidity point that this market is chasing. I'd like to see a big buyer come in and start buying 500 to 1,000 contracts, and then that would give me legitimacy to the move to the upside. And instead, what I see is institutions are selling up here based off of this participation.
Slow grind back to VWAP.
Yeah, they're not giving it away. They're not coming in and selling size here because that'll disrupt the market, and then they'll lose their opportunity to get out of trades. They're very sneaky that way.
Zone transition opposite colors and price back approach. When 8.80.
Yeah, so we've got on the HUD right now, event liquidity approach, heads up, bearish. Potential bearish. So again, our programs are picking up exactly what I'm telling you. You got a bearish test right now in the 1 minute. The 60 minutes waiting for a failure up here. As I look at this, no entry on the 60 minute. And the reason it's a no entry is because it's not telling you to buy in premium without a valid reason to be a buyer in premium. So it's looking for this market to get absorbed from the bears absorbing the bullish pressure here, because it's a great area for a longer term chart to be looking at liquidating the longs and then pressing for a reclaim lower.
Yeah, this is just not a very good place to be. Just with our data for it, this move, it's too volatile a move for it to make sense.
Right, and we've done, and just for those that are watching, we have done extensive data research. We've looked at so many different types of trades, and we've really just come down to 3 basic trades that make us the majority of the money. Do we scalp in between? We do, but those are the ones we are dead focused on. Those are the ones that we're going to take some size in a direction. Not size like an institution, but typically we'll trade up to 20 contracts. For us, that's size for us. Based on our allowable risk parameters are. We will not risk over 1% of our capital on a single trade. And typically, we like to run in quarters to halves to 3/4. The max position is 1%. Majority of the time, we're a quarter to a half. So for those that are watching, really, it's just about reading the market. I'm not a big believer in just patterns alone. I think you're trading without probabilities when you do that. If you look at the data, everybody gets excited about heads and shoulders. They take massive positions on it, and then they get wiped out because they don't always work. You need to know your probabilities. You need to use good risk management while you're doing it. And Brad, I say we do this till about 11, and then we'll pull it. And so far, it's been a pretty good day, and it's the end, coming into the end of the week. And
Yeah, I agree. It's already kind of stalling itself out. We had our excitement.
yeah, I mean that was some aggressive trading.
Yeah, now it's just surfing around trying to find some information, and I don't like that.
Yeah, you look hard enough for a trade, you'll find it. And then
Right.
what we'll end up doing is we'll take lunch, and then we'll come back and we'll focus on A+ trades. Those are the 3 trades that we trade. We've got a nice cushion for the day, so if we can get one of those, then we'll probably size up a little bit and see if we can't make it a stellar day. But you'll notice, like, if you watch us, we're a little bit more aggressive in the first hour and a half based off of volatility. That's when the market opens, the big players are in. And then towards the afternoon, it's really about 1:30 that volatility tends to come back, and we may re-enter, or we may just go to the golf course, one of those two. But depending on how things are set. But if we don't like an area, then we'll let everybody else duke it out, and we'll just sit on our hands. But you notice how we're losing our auction line up here? You see that on the 5-minute, Brad?
No. I'm looking into data right now. Getting flashback. Okay, I see yours. Yeah.
Hand on the mouse.
It's on my mouse. I'm just looking into some other stuff.
Okay.
I'm looking at FE and MA information on what's currently happening.
Gotcha. Well, keep yourself locked in a little bit, because I think we might actually come into a really nice trade here in a second. And I'm not leaning towards the upside.
Gotcha.
I'm thinking we might press for the upside and then fail.
At 11:30 a.m. Eastern Time with the US 4-week bill auction, prior high of 3.61%, prior bid to cover 2.6.
And then look for a move all the way back down to 57
It can
as
be true that data look good, but Canadians still feel stressed.
point of reference. If we can get off 75s or better, then we'll take off the first couple of contracts at 65, take off the balance at 57 and a half. No, you know what? We might let them duke it out. Take off the next. We'll take 2 off at 65, 2 off at 61 and a quarter, and then the balance at 57 and a half. You want to do what? See if we get the setup.
Say it again one more time, so I'm kind of picking out my corners.
Yeah, if let's say it goes up to 75, stalls, fails, sell the new high, we'll sell 5 somewhere up there, depending on the price action. If the participation stays down, we'll sell 5. If we get a better opportunity to sell 5 more, we'll sell 5 more. If we only get 5 off, we'll take 2 off at a breach of 65. We'll take 2 more off at 61 and a half, and we'll take the balance off at 57 and a half. If we sell 10, then just double it, take 4 off, and then the balance of 2 on the 57 and a half.
Gotcha. Basically, at each of those little points.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That would be the extension. And the reason I like doing this is, look where this, if this goes up there and fails like I think it might, look at where this market target is. Sitting right at the regime flip zone at 20, 25, 25 and a half. That would be the measured move. Doesn't mean you're always going to get there. It just means that that would be the target. Because, and, you know, one of the other things we didn't talk about was I need to get back to the 60-minute real quick. That 60-minute measured move, first target is sitting up at 75, 93, 75.
Bank of Canada's Rogers.
Second target is going to be this move.
So I'm looking into the internal side of everything, getting some information on it, on what we've got going on. Let me check on this. So, Britt, so you know, the internal panel is giving me a heads up that the HUD's not giving active trade permission for a few things. Let's see. Even though the chart visually looks bullish, the key issue is going to be that the alligator is bullish, but the internals are not fully aligned. What the internals are saying is that your pressure is mixed. Your CDI is down.
Yeah.
AO, this is the main conflict. AO is supporting upside, but CDI is not confirming participation energy. So that means price may be rising, but the deeper trade hive pressure engine is not really validating this move yet. So we got the alligator bull aligned, which means that your trend structure is still bullish. This is going to support that long side bias, but it's not enough by itself for permission, right? So
Yeah, that's right where I'm at. That's what I'm thinking.
Cycle is no pressure, heat's none. There's no timing plus drainage behind the move right now.
So reminder, 5 minutes time, expecting
That matter,
big
you
bid
know,
option,
because the
high
models
yield,
designed to avoid
3.61%,
chasing like pricing is going to be moving without any pressure. So we don't have ignition. We got what's shown as a mag of 35, which puts us at a win of 0%.
Yeah.
This is the reason the HUD says wait. There's movement, but not confirmed ignition. In our terms, this is more of a drift or an approach or a test, not a validated expansion state.
Yeah. Okay. That's basically what I was saying earlier. It just confirms it.
So we got MFE looking like it's 19, showing internally, MA 31 and net 10. And that's not terrible, but it's not strong enough to call this a clean active state.
Yeah. So you're just gonna have volatility back and forth. No real run.
Yeah, it's saying the edge is not cleaned yet, right?
Yep.
So
I think you're fucking crazy right now trying to buy something up here at these prices. But you know, the 60 minutes still has some measured moves up there, up to the 90s and 7600.
So we got that long distance flip, right? Which if we look at it like it's a magnet, basically the read on that right now is going to be that the system still sees a longer distance flip, relationship active below. The price may be extended above that magnet, but magnet logic is still influencing the read. So we
Hey, get ready. We're getting up here.
Okay.
So we're reading a divergence is what we're reading. We're not seeing the participation.
Right.
So this is where retail gets stuck. They end up buying the breakout potentially. Who knows? I mean, I've still got upside targets on the 60 minute that are still saying as high as 76.
So confirmation's just incomplete. And,
it's reading trap. The bigger players are not participating in this move right now.
Right.
They're going to let you do what you want to do. If they need to get size off, they're going to sit back and sell 50, 100, 75. Hang on. Give it a sec. See if they got one more pop up. I'd feel better about that measurement getting hit at 5.5. So let's see if we can't get that little pop. They're not playing. They're not playing.
They want to confirm acceptance above the high or have alignment with ignition.
Yeah. Okay. A little bit of participation. That to me is an algo pushing.
Yeah, I agree. Trying to just something.
Ease of movement. It's gonna help the retailer right here, and then it's gonna fucking dodgy.
Right.
Set them up. Let them cook. Let's go ahead and sell 5 up here. Did you get it off?
Yeah, I got it off.
Where am I short?
You're short at 74 and a half.
Ah, fuck. Shitty fucking fill, dude.
You want to improve it?
Not yet. That was my bad. I should have said 75s. That's where I really wanted it. But all right. Let's go ahead and put a bid in at 65 for the 5.
To add on?
No, that's a bid in at 65 to take the whole thing off.
Oh, okay, gotcha. So you want to bid that, gotcha.
Okay, we're going to 4B right now. So, hey, go to 73 for 5. 73 for 5 right now. Am I out?
Not yet.
It's trading 2 1/4, dude.
Got it. You're out now.
What did we pay?
What we pay? We got big profit.
No, where did I get out? Did I get out at 73 or did I get 2.5s?
I got to go to the data on that.
Okay, if I say 73 for 5, I want to pay 73 for 5.
I got you, man.
Right? So when it trades through me, you know how I am. I'm on my shit. It's not an arbitrary just try to put a bid. Like, literally, that's the price. Okay, and for whoever's watching, the reason I went from 10 to just take my 2 points and get the fuck out is participation's now rising, right? If the participation stayed down, then I'm looking for 10 points on that trade. But then all of a sudden we would go to 2B to 4B with participation going up, and I know I'm on a large dominant cycle right now. Knowing that I've got 60-minute targets above, I would rather just take my profit, get out, reset, and see if they can't go hit the measured move target at least, which is sitting at 5.5, and then see if they can't get some alpha aggression to the upside to go hit those targets.
So you got 2.5 on that.
Beautiful, thank you.
Yeah, 74 and a half, 72. There's your
3.63%, 3.63%.
Perfect. Good job.
2.76. US sending 85 billion. Fair warning 41, spot 91% of picked up high.
If we lose that participation again, we'll re-enter. I'll give you the prize.
11:40 a.m. Eastern Time, expecting comments from Bank of England's Breeden, speaking in a fireside chat at the 58th International Capital Markets Association Annual General Meeting and Conference.
Still have that divergence. What do you think, Brad?
I'm watching it.
Yeah, but what do you think?
Well, I think that you got to see something close above if you're ever going to think bullish. I don't think that's the move.
Yeah, look at how the flip. Look at the flip regime on the 1 minute. Look at how high it is now.
I like that. That's good.
I know, right? It's getting kind of
supposed to go after it. I don't like I don't like having a far away play.
No, I know. That's when you get it up there, then it's easy to flip this whole thing and get fucking crushed.
And then run right through it and get some extension too.
Fuck yes.
That's a big area, that you're gonna have to battle with. It could end up being something that we get stuck in for a little bit. We've been building a range this whole time. So ultimately, I think we're finding ourselves in this premium part of this range.
It's good. It's still pretty good pressure up here. It's still sitting at 4B, still sitting in participation, but they're not getting anywhere. That's the beauty part of it. That's why I think we got a really high quality trade.
So, yeah, you got the absorption factor protected.
I love seeing that flip zone way up here. 69.5 is where the bottom of that is.
Yeah. 50% of that move is
swing high, hit, sweep high. Come on, one more. Little bit of back off. We went from 4B to 3B, 2B. We might lose this. Fuck, this is going to be a good fucking setup here. All right, let's think about this. We can always... We'll have plenty of room if this thing gets through that 69.5. So I'm not...
Let it come down, reload, and retest and fail.
It's around 5 minutes time.
Yeah, I think there's one more push. I think there's one more push.
At 11:45 a.m. Eastern Time, expecting comments from ECB Schnabel because a public lecture as part of the sale organised by the Econ Tribute in Cologne,
or
Germany.
the extension, so it's one or the other.
Still 75 to 76, several hundred contracts to cut through, about 500 total.
Yeah, they want to go get that 75 real quick, I think.
I'm with you. Here we go.
Now think about it. Watch that. That does. I don't see the. Okay, watching that.
Yeah, I'm watching for the alpha aggression. They're not getting anywhere.
They're not getting that. It's
not yet.
There it is. You want to go?
No.
All right. I'm fine with you.
One more push. Sell 5 at 6.
Where do you want to take this thing?
I don't know. I could sell 5 at 6 and 5 at 80 if we lose this, and then we'll scalp out of it. Let me know if we get filled.
Bye. 74.5.
Why did you sell 4.5? I said sell 5 at 76.
Shit, man, I heard you wrong. I thought you said sell it.
No, all right, pay 4.5 for 5. Yeah, this is where I should be getting out or getting in. Fuck.
It's like, bro.
I know. You're still working 4.5 for 5 contracts, correct?
Yes.
This fucking sucks. Yeah, we should get them here. Yeah, no, fuck. God damn it. I don't like this price action here.
It's coming down.
I think we're going to take a little heat on this. We're going to have to try to scalp out of this. We're going to have to add if it pops a little higher. We'll sell 5 at 80 if it gets up there. And then we'll look to break even. Let's get the 4.5s. Come on. Show me a little bit of pressure to the downside. Here we go. Should get them right here. Come on. A little bit lower. A little bit lower. Come on.
Where do you want to take this thing?
I want to pay 4.5 for 5 and get out of this trade.
Okay. You just want to get out?
Yeah, I want to be scratched.
Okay.
Come on.
Oh, you scratch.
We should get them.
Nah, I think it's doing this natural. Fuck you to the
There we go. I'm filled. Saw 4.25. Filled?
I got you 4. It sold 4.25.
No, I bought 5 at 4.5.
Yeah.
Why did I get 4.25? I was working a 4.5 for 5.
They're flat right now. Is that what you're at?
No. Yeah, I know I'm flat. Why are you trying to work a better bid for me? I wanted to pay 74.5 for 5.
Because I don't know what the fuck you're talking about, Britt, when you're talking about this right now. Yeah, it's like I'm fucking doing that.
All right.
God damn. You're getting me confused, bro.
All right, 10:40. I'm shutting this down for right now.